So, good evening, everyone. You're welcome to tonight's Introduction to Cybersecurity series. My name is Patricia Emmanuel, and I'm going to be presenting the training. Well, a brief introduction about myself. I'm an IT consultant and analyst. I've been doing this for I think I'll be counting about 15 years now. So I started in the financial services sector as an IT support and compliance. And then I moved into software testing within the IT development niche. And I found myself back in the IT security space over the last few years. So I'm certified. I've got certification, as you can see, and I hope you're going to enjoy this class. I'll just request that everyone should please stay muted, and I would encourage you to take notes and put your questions in the chat so that I can visit them. And I think I have some of our mentors and buddies on the call as well. They can answer your questions. So tonight we're talking about cybersecurity and what it entails. Now, we can't really go straight into cybersecurity without talking about information technology security, IT security, as it is. So, IT security, it encompasses two domains, okay? And these two domains are the cybersecurity domain and information security. And the IT security is as we have the IT development niche, all right? So we also have the IT security as a niche within the IT space. So it's the overarching umbrella that ensures the safety and integrity of all our data and systems. So moving on, let's look at cybersecurity as it is. So cybersecurity is a domain in IT security and is dedicated to protection of digital assets. Okay, please note that. And you know what our digital assets are? Data, systems, our computers, anything that stores data, anything that uses data. All right. So and our systems also include our servers, our computers, our mobile phones, everything that works on the web. All right. Now, information security is another domain within the IT security. So information security is dedicated to protection of both digital and physical data from unauthorized access. So data is prevented from being altered, all right, during transfer, and also from being destroyed, because availability is key and people want to have access to their data. Okay. So moving on, what is the difference between cybersecurity and information security? I'm sure some of us are already asking ourselves this question. Yeah. One one protects uh, our digital assets, and the other protects both digital and physical assets. So cybersecurity focuses on our systems, our digital systems, from the point of view on what each of these domains focus on. So one focuses on our digital systems, networks, and data, like I said earlier, and it prevents all of these systems from being attacked by from bad actors. Bad actors are the hackers, you know, and the focus of information security is to protect both the digital and physical data from unauthorized access. And if we look at the key skills, right, that each of these needs, uh, for cybersecurity, you need to have to have gained or acquired skills as a network security, in network security, all right, in ethical hacking, also incident response, say if there's an incident or there's some sort of anomaly on the network, you need to have gained or acquired skills in threat intelligence. I would say it's more technical, all right, compared to information security. On the key skills side of things for information security, you need to have gained skills or experience, all right, to be able to work and thrive in that domain. Uh, you need to have trained or gain experience in compliance with regulations, risk management, and policy development. So it's like, if you look at it from holistically, it's like some school of thought would say the administrative part of IT security. And then the common job titles that you usually find with cybersecurity you see penetration tester. I'm sure some of us are familiar. We've heard about that particular role a lot of times. Security analyst, cybersecurity engineer, or an incident responder, or a threat intelligence analyst. And in comparison to information security, you'd find roles like information security analyst, data protection officer. Yeah, if a data protection officer is a cyber security is an IT security or an information security professional, then compliance manager, risk manager, everything will also relating to that, and governance as well. Okay. Now, uh, moving forward from there, uh, what is cybersecurity? Because that's our focus tonight. We're going to have subsequent training as well, or just to create the awareness, all right, in this court, all right. So, who is a cybersecurity professional? Okay, any individual with this specialized knowledge, skills, and expertise in the field of cybersecurity. I've laid the foundation already. So, if you have quite knowledge in this area, and you understand what your role is to safeguard computer systems, network, data, and information from unauthorized access, attacks, and vulnerabilities. Of course, vulnerabilities are weaknesses. So if a system has got some sort of weaknesses, that gives room for an attacker to to take advantage. Excuse me. 1 second, please. Nika, please, can you pause the recording? I need to, I don't want this in my face. Okay, can you hear everybody? Okay, thanks. So if you understand yourself, if you understand your role and who you are as a cybersecurity professional, as that gatekeeper, the gatekeeper, the first order, and you understand your responsibilities, you understand your responsibilities as that personnel who is in charge of safeguarding digital assets. Yeah, that person is a cybersecurity uh, professional. Yeah, I think consciously, even unconsciously, becomes a part of you. Like it becomes like your lifestyle. You are alert. You are you know that information, any information that is not necessary, is not meant to be shared. You know, all those skills come into play, even as a result of where you work. Okay, so moving on from there. So, who should be a cybersecurity professional? First of all, I say all the time, you don't go into professions in IT for the money. Okay, a lot of people, because their friend is in IT, they're making a lot of money, and you feel, oh, yeah, because they're making a lot of money. However, it's a good industry to be in, but you must be ready to put in the work, and you must have a genuine interest. You know, you have a genuine interest and you can train to become one. All right. You must be teachable. You must be teachable. You must be ready to learn. If you're an individual who enjoys solving complex puzzles, you like to break down complex scenarios into simpler ones, and you have a passion for technology, of course, you 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 should you can be all right a cybersecurity professional. Now, if you can think under pressure, because there's um sometimes it's just calm and everything is fine. However, if there's a breach or a security incident, everyone in that team, in that security team, everyone is there, everyone is on their feet. And you can imagine how the level of damage any sort of security threat can cause to an organization. Now, if you're curious about how systems work and how they can be protected from threats, it's for you. Um, Anyone with an investigative and protection mindset, okay, it's for you. Now, moving on to other skills, interests, and characteristics that are needed. Communication skills, that is key. You reading and writing, okay? You write reports, okay? And you must be able to, read and understand communications or communications that's been sent out to you. Uh, Say, for example, you're a SOC analyst, you must be able to read and understand. I believe you understand what I mean. That the ethical mindsets, all right? You have all the work ethics required as a cybersecurity professional and IT security professional. You need to have them. You need to be able to work as a professional, and you must be open to continuous learning. Learning never stops. An incident has happened, and it has been resolved in a way, some sort of technical or some sort of technology has been applied, such that that kind of incident cannot happen again. You get those kind of things on the MITRE framework. You get to know about that later, and you can when you're in part of a community of cybersecurity, you learn continuously from people who have really gone far ahead of you. All right. And then you must be a team player. It's teamwork. You can't withhold information that would help the team. All right. Like you sometimes some people feel, oh, I need to withhold this information. I don't have to share because I want to shine. You know, that you can't do that in this industry. And you must be adaptable, change. One minute it's quiet, the next minute um, there's an incident, and you must be able to adapt and think on your feet. Others, yeah, I mentioned that genuine interest. Yeah, you must be analytical because you may have to analyze logs, incident logs. You must be able to think and critically and ask the right questions. You must pay attention to detail. Attention to detail is key. All right. You don't want to miss out an information that is going to help the team, that is going to help you as well. Well, probably because you, as a SOC analyst, uh, you write reports, okay? And some of it, because you are like the first, I'm giving this example because the SOC analyst role is what we do internship on this platform. So you would want to put reports together in a way that the next SOC analyst that picks it up, understands, get the full detail of what you're trying to communicate, and you're not missing out important information and facts. All right, you get to know what these important information and facts are in the course of the internship, which will start later on. And technical proficiency, you need to be technical. All right. Like I mentioned, you need to have an understanding of networking. All right. You're not going to, we are not training you to be a network administrator or something, but you need to have an understanding, all the concepts around networking, because these are the information that will also help you to interpret analysis that you're doing on incident logs and all that, or network logs that you having to review on a pickup file. Then you must be a problem solver. Okay, you must be ready. You must be ready to put in your best at breaking down complex situations or complex scenarios and solve them. Now, the common job titles that you will find within the cybersecurity, I mentioned them earlier. I won't stay too long on this page. So you can be a security operations center analyst. That's the SOC analyst that I've mentioned. And this is like um, the entry role, for you to get into cybersecurity. Um, Security analyst, security engineer. You're there creating, you are there putting the infrastructure together, working with the SOC team. All right. And you can also be a security consultant. All right. You're coordinating says security teams. You're assessing, you're advising, and you are helping an organization to build their security posture. And you can also be a security architect. All right, all these and others, yeah, which you're going to see, yeah, ethical hacker, penetration tester. So I'm sure you understand they are bad actors, and they are hackers as well. It's not all hackers are bad, okay? An ethical hacker is a penetration tester. Now we have an incident responder. That's like an incident responder is more like somebody who is a SOC level 2, like a SOC analyst, the entry level, SOC level 1. You're the first to you're there monitoring alerts, and you put your findings together and say, okay, yeah, this is where my knowledge ends, and you hand over to an incident responder, that kind of process. And you must be able to follow process as well, because there are processes to all of this. If you are a security analyst, there are processes to do this, and you must be ready to follow processes. Sometimes, a lot of times, any diversion out of a process can cause a lot of harm. Yes, and we also have the threat intelligence analyst, and we have the security manager, and we have the chief information security officer, the C. So he's like that's like the topmost level. That's the highest level uh, within the cybersecurity space. And there are also certification exams that you can write, and or also some courses as well that you can do to be able to thrive in this role. So the question here is, who needs cybersecurity professionals? So who should consider becoming a cybersecurity professional? Uh, who needs a cybersecurity professional? Just all organizations do. All organizations need a cybersecurity professional. And what sort of organizations? Small SMEs, okay? Some small and medium enterprises, startups, large organizations, they all need cybersecurity professionals, because these days everybody works. Everything a lot of people does, a lot of people do rather, is on the internet, is on the web. Okay, yeah, you want to protect you serve clients, you serve people, you serve organizations. There's a business to business transaction going on. There's business to individual, individual to business. So you just want to you want to make sure that you are protecting these assets. So we have the government. You can be a government sector, financial institutions, entertainment, media. I mean, think of any industry. Okay. So, and I want to talk on the roles that you can also find. All right. Yes. So there are like three main roles within cyber security. So we have the roles that fall within the defensive and the maintenance, okay, and the roles that falls within um, the offensive, all right, and the role that facilitate collaboration. So on the defensive side uh, of the coin, all right, yeah. So we have the blue team, all right. These are security experts who detect and respond to actual attacks. Okay, and we have so that is where the SOC analyst falls into an incident responder, you know, and we have the red team. They are on the offensive and they are security experts. They simulate attacks. They like simulate scenarios to test the defenses in the of the organization's security. And of course, we have the purple team. They facilitate communication between the red and blue team. All right. So that is those are the three major teams that you need to know within the cybersecurity um, role. Now, I will just touch on this because I know some of you would have questions around what you're going to get at the internship. And by the way, the internship for cybersecurity is not starting now. All right. So we are going to be having a series of trainings on cybersecurity. And internship is going to start around August or September. That's the internship itself, where you have to get on some for the work experience. So you're going to be exposed to the cybersecurity fundamentals, network fundamentals. Um, you would also gain the knowledge of an incident response life cycle because you're going to be interning or as a SOC analyst, and you also be exposed to SIM tools and some other open source tools. Then you have the threat intelligence understanding and also understanding of security policies and compliance. You have exposure to all of this, and you would use these tools, all right? Wireshark, Nmap, vulnerability scanner, MITRE framework, I mentioned that earlier on, Killchain, SIEM, Azure Sentinel, the Microsoft Defender. You have the exposure to an IDS and KQL, the query language that you use on the Microsoft Sentinel. So, and other open source security tools. You also, in addition to that, you're also going to learn um, how to detect phishing emails and how to analyze that. You're going to learn how to log, um, how to analyze incident incident logs and how to write reports on them. And of course, I know some of you are thinking, okay, I know there's money in this industry. Show me the money. So that is it on your screen. So these are the areas that you can actually, I extracted this from this particular resource. So you can visit that resource yourself. It's loaded. So these are the kind of salaries you can get. But guess what? You have to be ready to put in the work. Okay, so there are lots of possibilities and potentials in the industry. And yeah, that is myself and the what are our expectations during the course of a training. I would expect that people who want to be part of the internship, you're consistent, you're building up your knowledge towards the internship, all right, and you are able to, because it's going to take about a few months, you are able to write at least one certification exam. And I would recommend the ISC2, the certificate in cybersecurity. And then you further, further more, you would also learn how to search for jobs because we have the career talks and all that on Thursdays. I have opportunity for your personal development. It's a journey, all right. Whatever you learn now builds up the foundation for you to thrive in that industry, learning what you need to learn and helping you to make a decision in which area you want to specialize in. And that is me. Any questions? I'm 4 minutes over my time. I guess I had to just touch on all of these things. Apologies for that. Yeah. Do we have questions in the chat? Yeah, that is also one of the roles. I mean, like there are varieties. There's a long list of roles that you can find within the cybersecurity space. And I don't know if anyone has heard about identity access management. It's also one of these. Actually, I think when I was getting back into the security space, one of the projects I worked on was an identity access management system. So I did a lot of testing in that area. I worked with third party suppliers. I worked with compliance with the compliance team, and it gave me a lot of exposure from just being a functional tester or a QA engineer going into the security space. Yeah, thank you very much. Miracle, you have your hand up. Can see some questions as well. You can
Okay.
speak, please. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that wonderful presentation. My question goes like this. If I could quote what you said cybersecurity focuses on digital systems, while information security focuses on protecting both digital and physical assets. But somewhere along the line, it says cybersecurity is more. Can you hear me, please?
Sure, sure, I can hear you. I'm here.
Okay. Somewhere across the line, it says cybersecurity is more technical than information security. I don't know if you can, I don't know how, but information focuses on both digital and physical assets. So how come cyber is more technical? Just a
All
point.
right. Okay, yeah. Thank you for that question. So, with cybersecurity, the word cyber, all right? What does it mean? What does the word cyber mean? Does anyone know?
I think cyber means the internet space.
Yes, thank you. So it's the internet space, and the key elements there within the cyberspace. On systems don't just talk to each other. Some technical stuff has gone into it. You're talking about the network. You're talking about applications that are being built on different organizations. All right. You're talking about infrastructure. All right. And all of these things, you're talking about electronic systems. You're talking about mobile devices, you know, uh, we are talking about hardwares, we're talking about softwares. Okay, let me just keep it simple. So all of these are a lot of technical things go into this. Coding goes into it, the knowledge of coding. All right. Okay. So, and some other, you're talking about the cloud. So we have the cloud space, I don't know, some of my stuff they are stored in the cloud. I don't know the cloud location. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of technical um, things goes into this, and it's pretty straightforward in information security, because information security protects the integrity and privacy of data. Everything, data that is in storage, data that is in transit. You understand? So information security looks at it from governance, from policies, from risk assessment, enforcing controls. You understand? Because
Yeah,
a department needs to take care of that. Not all of us can be developers. Not all of us, you understand what I'm saying? Not all of
yeah,
us, we don't all want to write codes. But I'm sure you know that say, for example, let's say, uh, some machines, they've already been built. Code has been written. So a Tesla, for example, the code has been written already of how Tesla needs to work before they build the body.
sure,
You
sure.
understand? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I hope I have broken it down for you.
yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Then in addition, I was going to say, if you've worked in the financial services, probably as a risk, as an auditor, or as a compliance manager, as a risk manager, you can transfer those kind of skills easily into the information security space. You understand? So you don't really need to know anything about networking, but what these technical things helps you to do, it helps you to do your job better, and you're going to stand you're going to stand out from the other people who are within your information security space who have no technical background or technical knowledge, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, I
Yeah.
hope I've answered that question.
Yeah.
So
Thank you so much.
great. Yeah, Adedayo Bankole, you say for someone with a financial crime experience, is it good for? Yes, absolutely. If you're ready to, you're ready to get the right training, get the right knowledge, you can transfer your skill because as a financial crime analyst, you are an investigator. You look out for all the or you look out for all the clues. You understand? So if you bring all of that transferable skills into play within the cybersecurity space, and of course, um, yeah, you can decide to go into forensic analysis. Anything that is related to detecting who committed a crime or not, people's biometric and details and all that. These are some of the things that you know that can be used as a skill from coming from financial crime background. Governance, yes, we've thought governance is within the information security space. So all the policy the development of policies to ensure that an organization is building they have the right security posture and they are practicing um, their security components in the organization are being governed by standards. So we have different standards. We have ISO 27001. You can be a lead implementer, you can be a lead auditor, you can be an information security analyst, assessing the controls that have been put in place to ensure that all of these things are being they are being used, they are being enforced. You can be an enforcer of all of this. So that's where that comes into place. And someone without any prior knowledge of IT, yes, absolutely you can. I mean, like I'll say to you on this platform, we've had people who've had no knowledge. I mean, like they're not even confident using their computers. They've secured roles in IT. And we've done this for many years. So um, as long as you're teachable and you're ready to learn and open yourself up to learning and building the right network, you'll be fine. I guess, Emmanuel, is that a legacy hand or you forgot to put that hand down? I guess that's me for the night. If there are no more questions.